Os gavachos, os americanos, eles não sabem que é realidade. Com eles, só põe liberdade, mas só põe não liberdade, só põe não ir na realidade de Espanha, de Portugal, de Brasil, de México, de las Filipinas, não é realidade em nenhum lugar. Somente está em realidade em os mentes perversos de os americanos. I'm testing out these Meta Smart glasses. Okay, you've been listening to the Americans. You've been listening to passport bros, passport girls, whatever, from the United States. And they're all unolingua pendejos, or monolingua pendejos, however you want to say it. And you're watching their content and they're standing, once again, with a salesperson. They're standing with the salesperson. They're not going to ever say that to you. A person who wants to be on YouTube because they're selling something. So they're using YouTube, the YouTuber that's filming them, they're using that YouTuber as a vehicle to get their product out in free advertising. That's basically what's going on. Doesn't matter what they're selling. If they're selling tacos, selling empanadas, selling pizzas, selling, tickets to the water slide, doesn't matter. Selling shoes, selling the cuerpo. Garota is a programa. Doesn't matter. They're selling something. So you're watching videos of people walking down the street, talking to people who have a vested interest in getting free advertising. That's all that's going on. And basically what you have is AI talking to AI with a human interface. That being the case, I'm about to show you a video. And you're saying, hey, American guy told me I can go wherever I want. I don't have to worry about anything. I only have to have money and a passport. Well, I'm going to show you a video of a guy that leads a country, and he speaks French, and he's going to have some particular problems with AI. So if you can't read French, you don't interact with any French material, and that's the largest country in the world in terms of land, sea, and air. But you don't know that. You don't understand that, because you're just thinking like Mr. Gringo. You're thinking Mr. Gringo. You got the nuclear bomb. You won World War II. You think you won World War I. You would have won in Vietnam, but you decided to evacuate, to cut and run. You won in Afghanistan. You won in Iraq. You just win. You won the Spanish-American War. You whooped all of them Indians. You just win. That's what you say. Now, here's a guy, and you think, no, these people told me I don't need to know any French because I'm going to a Spanish-speaking country. And I want you to think about the implications of what you're going to see in this particular material. Think about the implications to your personal life. Now, me, anything that I see that is on a screen, that is in a book, that's not real. That's why they call it virtual reality. anything that I see that is quote unquote real with my own two eyes, that is still suspect until it is verified. Because what I see is not the truth. What I see is what I see. And I'm going to give you a perfect example. I see two people. I see two people in the middle of the street, and they're in an argument. And one person has his back to me, and the other person is facing me so I can see him. So it's like this. So the person with the back to me has a weapon, but I can't see it. But the person that I can see draws a pistol and shoots this this person here. It shoots, let me get the people right. It shoots this person. So this person back here shoots this person. Yes, let me do that again. This person, whom I can see, shoots this person. And I can't see because this person has a weapon. This person, whose weapon I can see, shoots this person. What did I see? Did I see the whole truth? Did I see the whole story? No. I only saw something from my perspective. And that's very important. You got to understand that at all times. You only see things from your perspective. So whenever I see something and it's important, and I know that possibly it can wind up in the media, it can wind up in court, the first thing that I do is I get everyone that possibly has seen the incident, and I ask, before I say anything, I ask every one of those people, what did you see? What did you see? What did you see? What did you see? And you'll be shocked because most people automatically start talking about what they saw. They don't pause. They don't think. They just start talking about what they saw. They don't understand the implications of talking before understanding what they saw. I stop. I ask, what did you see? What did you see? What did you see? What did you see? All of the relevant vantage points. Now, if I know there's going to be legal trouble, I didn't see anything until my person is at risk. Then I can start talking about what I saw from my vantage point. But I make it perfectly clear that it is what I saw from my vantage point only. So in this particular video that I'm about to show you, it doesn't matter who manipulated the image. Was the bag of cocaine, when Macron met with the Turkish president, was there really a bag of cocaine there? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I see on the camera. Does not matter. What did the people in the room say? When Macron exited that plane in Vietnam, did his wife slap him? Doesn't matter what I saw on the camera. What matters is what the people that were there say. Like you see a security person or a baggage handler going up to that plane and he's in an orange vest. What he saw is essential. Did he verify what was seen on their video? That's why you gotta know before you go. And there's one more thing you got to take into consideration. If you're a young guy and you have entered into the soft porn business, let's just be honest. That's what it is. You entered into the soft porn business where you're in the business of telling grown ass men, I'm in Rio and I'm with this woman. And if you listen to me, you can get a woman too. I'm in Taiwan. And if you listen to me, you can get a woman too. I'm on the beach in Boracay. And I'm surrounded by all of these women. And if you listen to me, you can get a woman too. Okay, gentlemen, that isn't dating advice. That's soft porn. That's soft porn. And there's nothing wrong with watching soft porn. I watch hard porn. There's a guy that's in Colombia, Cheeseburger Jesus. Go to Chatterbait. Watch Cheeseburger Jesus. There's nobody on YouTube that is doing more than Cheeseburger Jesus. You want to watch a real man in motion, a real man in action, player of players, pimps of pimps, pushing to the cushion. You go straight on over to Chatterbait and you watch Cheeseburger Jesus. You think you can do more than Cheeseburger Jesus? Hey, Cheeseburger Jesus, he's bad with it. He's cold with it. Now there's only one guy on planet Earth. Well, two really. I definitely envy Jesus Christ. And the second guy that I envy, now that Hugh Hefner is dead, is Cheeseburger Jesus. Go to Chatterbait. Watch Cheeseburger Jesus. Once you watch Cheeseburger Jesus, you take all of this soft porn that you've been watching and you're going to put it in its proper category. You know, some guy walking down the beach, like Trevor or Tyler or whatever the hell his name is. He's walking down the beach and he's got a woman in a bikini and he's telling you, I got receipts, I got receipts. The only dude that has receipts is Cheeseburger Jesus on Chatterbait. Cheeseburger Jesus has receipts. The rest of you clowns, y'all ain't got no receipts. Cheeseburger Jesus, he's got them. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that I can produce some receipts. I can't. And you know why? Because I'm not Jesus Christ and I'm not Cheeseburger Jesus. Watch this video with Macron. See if you can decipher facts from fiction.
Détachement, et on fait dire à une vidéo beaucoup de bêtises. Nous sommes en train de nous chamailler. Donc il faut que tout le monde se calme et surtout s'intéresse au fond de l'actualité. Voilà. Mais je le dis avec détachement, et on fait dire à une vidéo beaucoup de bêtises. Nous sommes en train de nous chamailler et plutôt de plaisanter avec mon épouse. Et je suis surpris par cela. Devient une espèce de catastrophe géoplanétaire où certains sont en train même d'avoir des théories. Passer leur journée à expliquer sur toutes ces vidéos des interprétations. Je vous le dis, si vous faites l'agenda international du président de la République française, de Kiev à Tirana jusqu'à Hanoï, il y a des gens qui ont regardé des vidéos et qui pensent que j'ai partagé un sac de cocaïne, que j'ai fait un mano à mano avec un président turc et que là maintenant je suis en train d'avoir une scène de ménage avec ma femme. Rien de tout ça n'est vrai, pourtant ces 3 vidéos sont vraies.
Gente, leia por si mismo. O momento que este caso escandaloso estava em los maus, os gavachos, os americanos, eles fabricarão esse em uma realidade. Mas isso não é real.